to it.
Hey, everybody. I am PXMacaiah. Over here next to me.
This is Sid.
All right, and we got our unofficial Sega associate here for this game. This is Valkyria Chronicles. We're just going to get started in 3, wait, 5. No. All right. Countdown from 5.
Let's try this again.
4, 3,
3,
2, 1, go.
We got to fit 2 countdowns in for fun.
All right.
Yeah. Just keep moving it up until the producer's like, start the run.
So the first thing you're going to notice now is that since I skipped the very first cutscene of the game incredibly fast, the sound effects are not broken. Congratulations. We're only going to be hearing this music for the first chapter here.
We're going to...
So Valkyria Chronicles came out originally in 2009 for the PS3. So this is a very early PS3 title. And the PC port of this game came out in 2014. About a bit before the first limit break, where this was actually run. So 10 years later, here I am running this game that I was commenting for back then. So it's really great to be here.
Full circle.
All right.
You gotta appreciate those where you're like, yeah, I commentated this game like 5 years ago.
As you can see, all the sound effects are broken. Like me swapping weapons here, it doesn't do anything. There's no footsteps or anything. You're just gonna hear the nice music here. So this is a weird blend of a tactical game, a third-person shooter, a whole bunch of other things here, using the so-called Blitz system, battle in live tactical zones. Mostly just you're going to start with the 2D map here, and you select your unit. And then from there, you get to move around in full 3D movement. You have at the bottom there the action points, which how much you can move before you stop being able to move here. And every time you select the same unit, the amount of... Oh, come on. Thank you. That would be real bad.
RNG on chapter 1, let's go.
This isn't even chapter 1. This is the prologue. Heard before.
Oh, chapter 0. My bad. I didn't realize I couldn't count. That's on me.
So we're going to be introduced to the main character here, Town Watchman. No, I'm just joking. He's just generic NPC, and we're going to be using him for the first chapter because he has no special animations, no cutscenes whatsoever, no voice lines, and he's just faster because of that. Oh, by the way, sound effects are back now.
I mean, so what, you would want to use like generic troopers the whole time then if you could?
If we could, but we can't.
That's kind of wild to think. Yeah, we're just going to use the generic Unix. We don't need the unique ones. They're annoying.
All right, we're going to head straight to the first chapter of the game after a few cutscenes. You may notice the like really stylized art style here. The theme of the game is that you're basically reading a picture book here. And to help with that, they created the canvas... the canvas freaking, what was it called? Engine, which basically like makes everything like this nice cell shaded look, really beautiful. Even 16 years later?
Yeah, it's out here like Wind Waker, as it was popular at the time.
All right, so now we're introduced to the actual best character in the game, Alicia. Hi. She is pretty much going to be the most important character in the entire run. We got a few tutorials here. We're just going to run past all these enemies here. And get a nice cutscene here on on how to fire our gun. But we're going to be using a grenade to take out the scout here.
Dude, I was really hoping you were just going to throw it at his face. And,
no, it would bounce. It would bounce off of him. It wouldn't kill him because he'd be behind inside a bag.
Yeah. It'd have been funny if you like bounced it off his face and just one-shot him instead of needing the explosion.
All right. So we're going to be waiting for this tank here. So, Deeds, if you got anything to say, take it.
Yes, hello. I am Silver Deeds. I will be hosting this run. And we sure have a lot of donations kicking us off. I'd like to start off. We have $1,000 set in. Huge start to this marathon. This is from BD Jeffrey P saying, a great opening show and congrats on 10 years. Looking forward to a great show this week. We also have $25 from Wandering Mind saying, hey all, Wandering Mind here. It makes me so happy to not only see Valkyria Chronicles be featured again for the first time in 10 years, but for it to kick off the marathon. Being a part of Valkyria Chronicles community for a long time, and I'm proud to see how far we've come. The same can be said for RPG Limit Break, having been around since the beginning. Here's to a wonderful week.
All right. Thank you so much, Wandering Minds. A very good friend of me, very good friend of the stream. A lot of people know Wandering Mind. Really unfortunate that we haven't had them at the marathon once.
Yeah.
But
Wandering Mind's a fantastic person.
so I took that really safe there. Normally you would run behind the tank so it doesn't shoot you, but it's way faster to just run in front of the tank. But I took a really wide corner so it doesn't shoot me back.
It's like watching. Nope, never mind. Thought's gone. I don't know what we're watching. A run, I guess.
All right, so now we're on the chapter 2, which is going to be the last chapter before we actually start going to the main part of the gameplay where we have our own squad here. We're still just a town watchman party, Alicia. So, this is basically a defense map here. We got to defend this gate behind me from the enemy tank that showed up last chapter here. So, to do that, we're just going to block the sidewalk here. And we're going to get this town watchman here. We got 2 town watchmen this time.
Oh, nice.
He's going to come over here and assist me in blocking this sidewalk. And then we got this last town watchman here. He's going to go take out a few problem targets right here.
I don't know, man. That sidewalk looks pretty blocked already.
No. We got the other direction now. So there's going to be one here. We're mostly just taking them out so that they don't do anything on their turn because they're dead.
Less time wasted.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes the best option is just to be like, all right, nah, you don't get a turn because you're going to waste my time.
That's a lot of this game. They're going to have a turn. We don't want them to have a turn. So with that, we're just going to sit back. The actual goal of the mission here is to destroy that tank. But as you can see, we don't have any real means of destroying the tank here. The tank's just going to run forward and shoot the wall we're guarding. And there were multiple ways to do this map, and it was kind of like, how do you figure out how to do this the fastest? Because there is a minimum turn limit, and we're just trying to waste as little time as possible during this. And this was found out. Normally, one of the enemies would walk along the sidewalk and like shoot you and then throw a grenade at the gate. But if you just body block the sidewalk, he just sits there and does nothing. Also, that person died really fast. That's really good. So they're just going to end their turn now because they can't move forward. It makes no sense, but the game works.
Interesting AI manipulation.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of...
That's definitely, like, not very intuitive.
I know, right? Like, for the longest time, we thought the fastest thing to do was nothing. You would just sit here and just end turn for a few turns.
I do love how both of you guys were shooting at the tank and it did literally 0 damage.
Yeah, anyway, so now we just found a tank in our garage. Actual plot. It has this old tank sitting in the garage.
Anime moment. Hey guys, look, I found the next thing we need.
Exactly. So, there's an issue in this tank with this game, and that tanks have tank controls, obviously. But one of the issues with the PC port, well, one of the good things they added was you could control the camera with the mouse that allows you to turn. But with the tank, it has this weird quirk where if you do that, it just causes the tank to just randomly turn sometimes, and you lose a lot of your action points. And the tank doesn't have that much, so you don't want to waste a lot of it.
It's kind of funny. You have like this hybrid method because the controller, it's because you have turbo on enabled, so that's part of what you're.
Ooh, that's a good shot there. So you see that giant glowing battery in the back of the tank? That is the power source and the weak spot of the tank. So you want to hit that. We need 1 shot on the body and 1 shot on the radiator to take it out. So the fact that we got the radiator shot is really good, and that's really fast, chapter 2.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun,
Gotta love it. It's like big glowing weak point. Very anime too. And look, he has this big sword.
Take no mind of the crying baby in the tank. Don't worry about it.
Did nothing wrong.
Hey, look at that. He's even carrying a baby. Don't ask where the baby came from. So now that we are out of our countryside town and into the capital of the country, we are now formally recruited into the militia, and we are going to get our own squad. Squad 7. So this is a long tutorial section here. We're going to have to recruit a bunch of units. So Deeds, you can take it away for a bit.
Excellent. Well, we have $100 from Xander saying, got a name Riddick? Bartos. Good luck on the run, my brother. And that's going toward, we do have lots of incentives coming up to name some characters, so check those out and see if you want to name one of them. We also have $50 from Naz saying, I'm so ready to start another limit break. Best of luck to all the runners. A big thank you to all the staff and happy 10-year anniversary.
All right, so we got one of the 2 units we actually absolutely need to recruit, so that's really good. We don't have to come back here later on. There's a few units I would like to have, but it really doesn't change much, so we didn't get her. It's fine. We need to fill out the rest of the squad, unfortunately, so we're just going to throw a bunch of people in here. They're not going to do much for anything in the run. And that's the command room. We're never going to come back here ever again. Oh, yeah, one of the quirks of this game is that recruitment, you have the full list of people you can recruit in your squad is complete. It's set. But the people you can recruit is random. The list is random, and you can only recruit so many people per chapter, and these get added like every few chapters or so. So recruitment randomness was a big part of the run, but we mostly run that out. So here we got the training field, and this is where the RPG part of the game is. Now we get to level up. Instead of leveling your units, you level up their classes. So leveling up classes has a bunch of perks here. We're going to mostly level up the engineers to 3, which is going to get us this very, what's the word? A very well-known order here called Defense Boost. And if anyone has played this game, well, you know, infamous. Defense Boost is very infamous for how broken it is in the game.
Oh yeah, you wandering mind and Lou for like showing me how the defense boost gets a little bit broken in this series.
Yep. And here's the R&D facility. This is where we upgrade our gear. But defense boost, it's so broken that in the second game they made it go from 1 command point to costing 4 command points. So they made 4 times as expensive to use. Imagine using 4 of your turns just for defense boost. That's not what I wanted.
I mean, it's so strong in one of the later iterations that you can straight up do just like low level and not level anything up. There's a random encounter that we did that shows some of those off. You were part of that. That was really fun recording, actually.
All right, we are now done with the base. Onward to Chapter 3, where we now have a full squad here. Unfortunately, I recruited a specific unit that I don't want to use on this map, but is really good on the rest of the map, so I'm going to have to menu around that. You may notice that I'm using Xbox controller as well as a keyboard and mouse. I just got used to menuing on the controller when I ran this on PS3. On top of that, because of Steam, I have Turbo enabled. Yay, Turbo. It saves hands. Otherwise, I'd be doing this the entire time.
It also saves like listener sanity too. As funny as it is, listening to somebody mashing the spacebar gets a little bit annoying.
Also, menuing Turbo is kind of fun, really fun to get used to, because I had Turbo set to minimum delay. So if I tap in the button, it's pressing like 3 times. Gotta be really careful.
I really do appreciate snappy and responsive menus.
Oh, the menus go from incredibly fast and snappy to really slow in the base. It's awful getting used to it.
I don't know if I could stand that in a game where it's like it just changes depending on what you're doing. Like if it's gonna be bad, I might as well all be bad.
All right, Kevin, our boy here, got the nice bowl cut here. But the first shock trooper I recruited was Alex, and he has this unfortunate trait called Imp Hater, where if he's near an enemy unit, he could trigger it, which gives him bonus damage, which you would think is a good thing, yes? In this game, you want to kill as little units as possible. And you're going to see why in a few seconds here. But first of all, this guy here, if we were to kill him, first of all, we get this nice cutscene that like shows off like we killed him, yay. Second of all, if you kill that specific unit, you get a tutorial that will cost a couple of seconds.
I love the grenade throw animation where he's like getting ready to chuck it and then he just goes like 3 feet in front of him.
So here's the animation we're skipping, you know. And yeah.
Hey,
so
cool, he did a thing.
A lot of the maps is going to be capturing the enemy base. In order to capture enemy base, there just has to be no enemies in the base. So we can either kill them, get them out of the base somehow, like with a grenade. So most of the time, we're just going to opt to just grenade them out of the base, like that. All right, onward to Chapter 4, and things are going to change up a little bit here. First off, we got a couple of cutscenes here. Vulcan, the tactical genius he is, decides to drive a tank across the river to surprise him at night. Oh yeah, I'll explain the plot. A couple of infighting because, you know, we're just a random militia full of civilians, not really professional soldiers here.
My tiny little brain can only think of like fording the river in Oregon Trail. You lost 3 oxen and your wife.
All right, so we got chapter 4 here. Once again, we got to capture the base. And we're going to do that with Carl. You're a lucky one today. Hooray. We are going to use the engineer for the first and last time in this run. You may be wondering, why are you using an engineer? Are they just strictly worse scouts? Yes, but they had 3 grenades.
More explosive equal more better.
Yes. They had 3 grenades, which is precisely what we need for this chapter and this chapter only.
Oh, so you're saying I get to enjoy that like really overthrow animation where they're gonna throw like
Oh, you're going to see that a lot. After all, it's faster to just nade him out of the base and killing him.
and it's winding up for a fastball pitch and he throws.
And here's our first instance of defense up. So what defense up specifically does is adds 10 to your defense.
There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, just
And,
a little bit of
that's-
jump scare there.
Honestly, that's quite a bit of defense, considering my armor currently gives me 2 defense. Also, I'm just going to be doing this a lot when I'm running around. Get used to that sound.
ADHD clicking. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen it.
I played Dota. You used to play Dota. You just press buttons,
Just doing the wonky quartet special.
You push buttons to push buttons.
Turbo clicking.
Oh, one of the big things about this game is destructible environments that they kind of tell you about, but also not really. So I threw a grenade there and blow up some rubble to run here. This guy's going to shoot this. Nice, that was really fast. He's going to shoot that crate full of explosive, magical blue rock, oil,
Rock?
electricity thing. Yeah,
It looks
you
like
might-
goo.
And that's going to blow up those tanks that were just sitting there, allow me to just run past them straight to the end of the map. Here's a tank. This is how scary tanks are. Just run across it.
No guts, no glory.
And we're going to throw a grenade here against this wall, and it should knock this guy out of the base. Perfect. So that's our second nade.
Not even gonna bother killing him. We're just gonna
Just get him out.
Just knock him across the street. That's
And
enough.
here's the third person. Here's the second person base here, and we're just going to throw the last nade out here. You know, he's not going to see anything. He won't know what hit him. And hey, look at that. The base is clear. We're done.
I'm just like hoping you go to throw a grenade once and you blow yourself up and them.
No, I did that before. It's not fun. The run's over. Go to the next game. we got
Just mercy kill me. Get
first
me out
kill
of
me. We got like an hour and a half to do now. Go. You got an hour and a half run, right?
Yeah, I could do something. Just boot up some Mega Man X or something.
That's totally an RPG.
RPG marathon? I don't know what you're talking about, man. I may have a 3-hour form of entertainment in my back pocket somewhere.
All right, here we see the mascot of Squad 7, a pig with wings.
Literally.
Yes, it is a pig with wings. You see it right there. They even give him a medal.
Does he fly though?
Yes?
I guess they took the saying literally then.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a pig with wings. By the way, absolutely no plot relevance at all. Shows up, becomes the mascot of the squad, done. Chapter 5. And this is what anyone with Turbo really looks like here.
Oh,
A bit flubbed there, but it's fine.
I don't know, man. Still look pretty slick to me.
A bit hard to control with Turbo because, you know, it's pressing as fast as you hold the button, and that's way too fast.
Yeah.
All right, so chapter 5 here, which it's really when you start getting into the game. You're supposed to split your squad up into 2 groups here. You got the bottom squad here with the tank, and you got the top squad there that's supposed to sneak around the back.
What if I decided not to do that?
So we're going to deploy our 3 leaders, specifically so we get more command points. For every leader you have on a map, you get an extra command point per turn. You see the command points on top of the screen there. And managing that is really important. We're mostly going to be using as much as we can. If we need more, we deploy the leaders. If we don't need them, we don't deploy them. We just leave them in the base. And here is the most famous strategy of the game. Alicia, Scout Rush. Fence boost Alicia, right to the base. Yeah, it happens a lot. It actually doesn't happen as much as you think it would in the run. So enjoy this. It's a lot of. This is a big complaint about the game, that this is the optimal way to play the game, because you get a ranking at the end of every mission, and that's based on your turn count.
Oh,
So
it's not even just like a, well, don't speedrun it moment. It's like the game just kind of rewards you for doing it this way.
yep.
That's rough.
So we're just gonna walk into the base here from the side, and guarding the guarding the base, the camp itself, is the enemy General Jaeger and his super tank. Just gonna avoid that by going around and grenading these boxes. I really wish I had this grenade, but we need these boxes to avoid the tank here. There's also multiple routes because you can see here, like we're running along the side path here. There's the main path. There's also this forest path up here that you could go behind. So there's multiple ways you can do maps. Now we're just gonna nice 4 hits. That's really good. Start taking this guy out here. We got 3 enemies in base this time, and we have no grenades, so we're gonna take them all out. So as you can see, once you use the same unit multiple times, your action points just goes down to the minimum amount. You're just slowly moving at that point, walking at snail's pace. But thankfully, it's just enough to clear this map. So we're gonna use Alicia and Alicia only, and that's not terrible. There we go. He's done. And we got these 2 shock troopers here. I have to make sure to be careful here because I need to hit him in the head 4 times, not the shoulder, but the head. And hitbox detection in this game is kind of funky. Your bullets will come out from the end of your gun. If your gun is inside of them, it will come out from the end of your gun. Hit detection is based on the model itself. If you hit the head, you hit the head. If you hit the shoulder, you hit the shoulder.
You literally gotta put the gun to their head. You can't put it through.
Oh, you put your gun through the head. You're shooting through them and missing. This is... Uh-oh. Okay, we got it. She missed the shot. It's fine.
I love that immediate spook. All right, never mind. We're back.
Yeah, like honestly,
We're over. Wait, no, we're back.
A big issue with this. A big issue with that is like if you get one of your lancers and like shove them right up to the radiator of the tank, you put your gun into them, you fire, it will count as hitting the body, not the radiator, because you're inside the body. Oh, and the ragdolls in this game are absolutely fantastic. You get many ragdoll moments.
Dude, I live and die by that. Whenever the enemy's ragdoll, I'm like, yeah.
All right, this next map is a nice desert map where we're just gonna stroll through with Alicia. So take away Deeds.
We've got $10 from KR Shush saying, RPGLB, let's go! Woo! And we also have $11.10 from Fruitskin saying, LARPus!
LARPus. Good old LARPus.
Squad 7,
Move out. All right. And get used to hearing that because that's going to start of every single chapter here. So this is very funny comic that someone made for this game way back in the day when the PC port came out. And it basically shows this chapter here. And it shows our leader, our commander of the militia. It's like, all right, Vulcan, we got the enemy base here. They got tanks, machine guns everywhere. You're going to need a lot of, you're going to need a lot of tactical strategy to get through here. And he's like, and then she's like, wait, you're only deploying Alicia? Don't you need more people? And like, you got to run through all this fire here to get to the base. And he's like, she's already there. And then it just shows her capturing the base. And then enemy units in the tank just just surrender. Absolutely hilarious. And then it just ends with a newspaper. It just says Belgian Waffle Girl wins war by herself. Absolutely fantastic.
Just reminds me of like the Hims Daisies. Was it Persona 4? I think.
Yeah, Persona 3 or Persona 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a bit of Persona 3. Anyway, so now there's a sandstorm. No copyright music here.
I hope not.
Gonna heal here.
Oh, we kind of need to post this on YouTube at some point.
And what that does is, as soon as I end my turn now, it's going to affect all enemy invisibility. So that tank that was shooting me before, yeah, he can't see me anymore. I'm done. I'm gone. You stop shooting me. So we need to get him out of the base because the base is really big here. That's good. And now we just got to run to the flag here. We're just going to take a few more actions here.
I do appreciate how you told him to stop shooting you by following that up, throwing a grenade at him. That wasn't a request.
Stop it. Hey, we did it. We captured the base. Dun, 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 dun.
Duh.
All right, now we're on to the first big difficulty spike of the game here, Chapter 7, which is where, honestly, a lot of people just quit playing the game at this point. For, honestly, decent reason. For casually, this chapter kind of sucks to do. Which is why we absolutely break in speedrun.
Yeah, I've experienced that with a lot of the games I run too. There's usually something that players are bounce off of, and you're just like, look, I can help you not have that be a problem. But it is always frustrating to see.
So first couple cutscenes, and then we're gonna do our first base visit since the tutorial that asked us to do it. So we already have the units we need. We don't have to go to command room. We're gonna go back to the training field here. And going for 833 here. So when you're in the game on PC, you can't tab out of the game without pausing the game. So you, if you're gonna run this game, learn this game specifically, you should have notes to the side, or have your own device to run to the side here. Me, I have my tablet here, and hi chat.
I was about to call you out as like, he doesn't have notes. That's
I don't have
chat,
notes.
by
I have
the way.
chat.
Mine will be notes because I'm not that good.
I mean, I was originally planning on playing Yu-Gi-Oh there, but
Yeah, we were discussing throwing a game in Master Duel mid-run just for funsies, getting into a private room.
I see you, chat. I have a sword. No naughty business.
There's mods for that. You don't have to worry about that right now.
I am a mod.
You are, yeah, so I. But I would like you to focus on the run, preferably.
Anyway, so the biggest point here is we're going to load up Lancers to 8, which is going to give us this nice order called Demolition Boost. What Demolition Boost specifically does is adds 100 anti-armor damage to whatever unit I use it on, which is really big for breaking this this chapter here. So we're also going to go back into the R&D here and get some upgrades.
I guess like each level kind of, you're looking for a specific break point. So that's why you don't level up until you have like enough money to hit your specific level.
On top of that, like our money, like this is like our experience is pretty much perfect as well for where we want to go.
Oh, nice.
Because I wish we could go farther and level up some stuff we really want to get later, but we don't have enough experience. So it just works out perfectly.
Yeah, because I know with the skill route in like 16, we had a similar thing where it's like, you know, it would be nice if we bought this extra stuff. And we're like, well, we can buy an accessory to upgrade that.
All right, so
we should probably do that.
We're upgrading the tank here. This important one here is increased payload, which upgrades our mortar here. And also, we're going to get very important accuracy upgrades for the tank. If anyone who's played this game knows, tank, bad, aim. And we're out of here.
I guess they didn't test the vision of the people they were putting in the tanks. Like, all right, these guys actually have 20/20, or is it like 8/20 or something like that?
Tank accuracy, pretty bad. All right, Chapter 7. We are facing the Prince of the Invading Nation, who is driving a really, really big tank. And when I mean really big tank, when you see this here.
I'm not scared unless it's flying.
That's the 4th game.
Yeah.
Technically 5th game, but we don't talk about the 4th game. So, you know, we got this giant tank here. This is a bit of a... Oh, they straight up tell you what to do with this map, but you have to take out this giant tank here, but nothing you do hurts it. Instead, we're going to just shoot this wall here, and going to cause it to fall down. And Alex's turn to take out every enemy on the map. So we got a sniper here. Just he's done.
Sniper, no sniping.
And why are you here?
I don't know.
We're gonna try to aim for a double kill.
Yo!
Oh, good! His breakdown didn't block enough shots.
Let's go.
You can headshot corpses, which is what happened there, as the corpse flew onto the other guy and just blocked most of the shots there. But
Yeah, I know, when I saw that, I was like, double kill nothing.
All right, take out this guy, and we got one last guy here. Where am I? So during that animation where they're like, yeah, we did it, you could turn the camera.
Oh, yeah.
You can turn the camera, so, you know, like sometimes you won't know where the heck you're exiting to. Like, I could just do this here. It's gonna like, where is my camera at? Oh, there it is. All right. And now we wait and see if we lose 10 seconds here. So we're not the only ones who can use orders, because we have the enemy commander here. We're safe. Yay. So you may notice here, I'm dressed up as Alicia. And Alicia aspires to be a baker. So, in a move that will annoy about a dozen people at this marathon, and no one else is going to get, I have brought this puzzle with one of the most known bakeries in anime, Kiki's Delivery Service.
You just bring all the most entertaining things.
Oh yeah, we lost 10 seconds. Woo! There's nothing I can do about this. This is just random.
Annihilate our enemies.
Yay, we got cutscened. Woo!
Yeah, basically. So we're just gonna sit here and wait for him to drive up. So yeah, we have to take out this giant tank. As you see, machine guns do nothing. Why would a machine gun do anything to a tank?
Nothing like wasting your ammo on a mobile fortress.
Yeah, we have unlimited ammo. We don't have unlimited grenades. So the giant tank here, the Optimus here, is gonna run over our base. We don't have a base anymore.
Oh no.
And there's a tutorial on what to do. So what you're actually supposed to do is, well, besides waiting here, you gotta wait here and 10 more seconds. Wait for the Optimus here to drive up to walls. The walls are gonna block his path, so it's gonna fire its main gun to take it out. When it does, when it does, you're gonna see here three radiators are gonna pop out. You need to destroy all 3 radiators to make the tank vulnerable. That's what we're gonna do now. The problem is, every time you destroy one radiator, the other 2, all 3 of them, start hiding again. So you gotta wait for it to shoot another wall. So the fastest you could do this map is 9 turns, because that is when it shoots the 3rd time.
Neat. I love phase decided bosses.
All right, so I'm gonna make a bit of safety save here. We're gonna make a lot of safety saves here.
Entering combat.
Make
And,
a safety save for the safety save.
All right, we're gonna shoot the radiators. We're gonna do exactly 700 damage out of 2150. You do the math there. We're gonna shoot it 3 times.
Fire.
And yeah, I gotta hope Walken actually shoots the radiators, because a lot of times he'll just hit the outside of the tank and miss completely.
So I guess since they go back down, there's not like anything goofy you can do where like spread the damage and then break one specifically. So you can like do the rest of them on one cycle or one action. Or literally just doing what I said. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
I specifically told him, don't look up anything for this run.
Yeah, I was like, you want me to learn the game for commentary? He's like, nope.
No.
Absolutely not.
So the old strat for this, we used to do this in 4 turns, but we're going to do it in 6 turns this time because it's a lot more reliable. And we're going to use Kevin here, who's just sitting in the trench, to do the intended method of what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to climb these ladders on the side. Why are the ladders? Who knows? Useful for us. We're going to throw a grenade in the radiator, which will one-shot it. So, boom. Yay, radiator down. And there you go. See, there are 2 hiding.
I kind of get the feeling that should have blown him back off.
Don't worry about it. The radiator took the explosion.
The anime rules for sure.
No. Get back on the ladder.
Oh, you're staying up there.
You're staying up there, and you're going to stay there. And there we go. The radiators are gone, so we can't do anything until they pop up again. Okay, and the reason we keep them on there is so that when the tank moves, it knocks them off in a way that the tank can't see them when it ends his turn.
Oh.
So he just walked off, he would die a horrible death and waste a lot of time.
Instead of them just moving the other, have to sit for the...
Yeah, we're going to sit here and watch. So every time you destroy a radiator, it's going to show a cutscene. There are 3 cutscenes in total. So we saw the first cutscene there. Come on, no order. Why do I say anything?
That's 3.
That was 3. 3 out of 5 turns. Boop. Hey, that's the wall shot earlier. All right, the radiators are up. So now we're going to beat this on turn 6. We have full command points here. We have all our actions. We're going to use Demolition Boost. Demolition Boost adds 100 anti-armor damage. And earlier we got this upgrade that increased our mortar damage by 50 more anti-armor damage. If you add all that up and reduce the amount of armor the radiators have, that equals to exactly 50 damage. Also, it increases the AoE of the mortar here, so that's really important. So we're going to just drive over here, aim for this ladder. And look at that, we destroyed all 3 radiators. Yep, and that's broken now. So now it's going to play the second and the third cutscene back to back. And if you have played this game, once you destroy the second radiator, the enemy Super Saiyan shows up on the map. Yes, Super Saiyans. Technically Valkyria, but they're basically Super Saiyans. They glow blue. They're Super Saiyan blue. They shoot lasers everywhere. They're invulnerable to damage. You know, just deflecting everything.
They just predicted the future of Dragon Ball Super like a couple of decades ahead.
So now we're going to spend the rest of our turn shooting this thing down.
Entering combat.
Go ahead and say anything you got, Deeds.
Well, I have $50 from Uranium Anchor saying, let's fill that limit break. And you know what? We did fill our very first incentive, so we got that glitch modding showcase to look forward to.
Yay!
Yo, let's go.
I showed this off at the. I showed it off a bit at the random encounters that we had a few months ago, but we're gonna get shown on the main stage here. It's gonna be a bit fun.
Yeah, I'm always happy when I get to show off some of the smaller communities that may not get a chance at the main event.
Love nature.
Gotta love nature
Gotta love
on a desert,
the nature of plunking explosive shells into the side of a giant moving fortress.
and we have just enough damage to take it down before the enemy takes a turn. Because Savaria is well known for wiping out your entire army.
So that's just pretty much the whole reason you do that menu there. So this is reasonably quick, rather.
Yep. All right, we did it. And this next cutscene that we're going to skip here just shows Savaria casually deflecting a tank shell with a spear.
Yes.
A giant glowing blue spinning spear that shoots laser beams that destroys tanks.
The more I hear, the more I have a hard time believing this is a video game and not an anime made into a video game.
No, but it was a video game made into an anime.
I mean, I guess that counts. You squint.
The anime is just average, at best.
Mid-May.
Actually, yeah, mid. So here we have Alicia and Vulcan, because Alicia has broken her ankle from falling off a cliff. And Vulcan doesn't have a tank. Yeah, you're going to see Vulcan. And not a tank. Ow, her ankle.
Yeah, I saw this while he was practicing. I'm like, why is she limping? She only is like short 50 hit points.
So because her ankle is broken, she has very, very, very limited action points. And she walks like this. Very, very slowly. And we had to get her and Vulcan all the way to the end of the map. So we're going to walk here. There's this guy over here. Enemy unit sighted. Aim for the head. Please. Please hit.
Yep. That's what the random encounter trained me to be ready for.
Oh, that's his game. You just take the hits.
I mean, really haven't missed any shots so far. So
Oh, come on.
besides the 3 commands, you've been pretty good on the shot luck.
Where's my camera at? Ugh. It'll spin like that too.
I hate it when you have to fight the camera sometimes, and you're just like, ah.
I mean, you can just not touch the camera and it will be exactly where you pointed at, but I wanted to turn it to where I want to go. So we're going to park Alicia right there by the wall. And we're going to move Vulcan, who, you know, doesn't have a broken ankle, so he can just run. And we're going to go to this deer poop trail. Because this is technically a stealth mission-ish.
Let us
And-
sneak.
Here you see this magical glowing plant here. By applying it directly to Alicia's ankle, we heal her. Applying directly to her ankle on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, that's okay. Neat.
Yep.
I guess they just didn't want to bother like implementing a mechanic. It's just like, all right, you,
No. The circle, it's way too big, so you could. So she's within range of the trigger by being next to
I
that
don't know.
wall.
So they do have to be close enough to each other, but
Yes,
you
they have to be
set-
close enough, which is why we only do it that one time because they're never being close ever again for the rest of the map. All right, and if I did everything, these light cycles should perfectly line up here because we have to avoid spotlights or else we lose time. Not really dangerous. You just fire a mortar at where the light was, but it's annoying because you
Just a cutscene that's could be avoided. Yeah.
multiple cutscenes. You get the cutscene for getting caught, and then you get the cutscene for them arming the mortar, and then you get the cutscene for the mortar firing. It's time lost. So we're gonna wait for this light cycle here. If you go perfectly, you're actually too fast for the cycle, so you gotta wait. And then this light cycle here, you just right back. Oh,
what?
What the heck? too fast. Whatever, that doesn't affect me.
1 pixel.
Yeah, you can just run past it there.
Here we go.
Oh, I believe you.
Hostile sighted.
I'm actually kind of on the
Oh.
the BS getting caught with it that
All
one.
right, we're gonna take this guy out with the nade so he doesn't do anything on their turn. Ragdolls. Cool. All right, we're just gonna run off. I love nature. All right, now it's Alicia's turn to move. Perfect. So, as you see, we now have way more movement with Alicia. Unfortunately, it's still not enough for what we want. So we're just gonna get a nice little boost here. Oh, hey, mine.
That's one way to get a little bit of a speed. Good old damage boost.
Yep. And then we're just gonna walk forward here and wait for this light cycle here. And by wait, I mean we're perfectly lined that we just walk right past it. And we can just hobble past it so it doesn't catch us on the way back.
As soon as you said something about getting right past it, I was like, I really want to be like, are you sure about that? I almost wanted you to get caught just so I could call you up and like, there you go, buddy.
Smack you with some of that Japanese bread.
Some commentators, Chris, shut this guy up.
My turn, okay?
Bueno, bandana. So once again, we're gonna just head over here. This light cycle is coming. It's off because I got caught by it before. Oh, whatever. It's
Well, I
not
got
fast
my
as well, that's it.
wish. Wee.
All right, that light cycle was off because I got caught earlier. Whatever. Doesn't affect me whatsoever. Gotta deal with this game. Anyways, we're gonna be slowly walking to the end of the map now. So, anything else to read?
Yes, I have $25 from Danky King saying, welcome back, RPG Limit Break. Thank you for continuing to support such an important cause to me and countless others. Go RPGLB, go Nami, go runners. And just as a reminder, since we haven't said it in this run yet, if you missed the pre-show, RPG Limit Break 2025 proudly supports the National Alliance on Mental Illness. To get involved in the fight against the negative stigmas around mental illness, please reach out to NAMI via their state-level organizations. On Facebook, where they can be found as NAMI, or on Instagram and X as @NAMI Communicate. Remember, it is not a weakness to need help. Please reach out if you feel like you need it.
It's not fair that she's the only one with a broken ankle.
Why are we kneecapping our own characters?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, right. It's running up. Nico, kneecap. For absolutely no reason.
You're the one who said it.
You're doing it on purpose at this point.
Yes.
I don't even care anymore. This is your fault.
All right, we got welcome to the line. Now we got to get Alicia to the line.
I mean, I guess the line's in sight.
I mean, if anything, blame Riz, because earlier when I was practicing, he's like, shoot him. Like, okay. So anyways, we don't care about these searchlights because we're already done.
So it's just,
Hobbling our way to the finish line.
there's no reason to worry because it's just a real short animation rather than having to worry about the more.
It's also just more time lost just avoiding them than running straight through them.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense if they're like super suboptimal.
All right, Chapter 8 done. Ish. This is the first part of Chapter 8. There's 2 Chapter 8s.
2 chapter 8s.
Yeah, so we label this as Chapter 8-1 or 8A, whatever you want. So they're going to just spend the night in the woods, in the cabin, together. It's fine. He graduated college. She's 19? Yeah. Anyways, we're going to head back to the base here to do a bit of a slower strat, but it's way safer for a marathon. And we're going to go back to the training field and load up scouts to 11. So when you get a class to 11, you get to upgrade to elites, which has quite a bit of number of perks based on the class. For scouts, it's going to give them a lot more AP, so we can move farther, as well as give us access to the grenade launcher, which is going to be really important for the next chapter. So, back to the base. And with that, we're going to head straight into the next chapter, 8B. After this class of animation here. You're gonna see this twice. 3 times, actually. Hey, we got a rifle grenade. So, in this chapter, we are unjustifiably in a position I'd rather not be in, where we are separated from our squad, and that means we have to walk back to the tank. First, we got to deploy a bunch of units here. Not you. Yes. Just double checking, make sure I have the right units. Otherwise, we have to go back. One of the unfortunate things of this being the first game is that they didn't add a retry button. The only way to retry is the game over. They fixed that very fast in the next game.
Oh, that's super big.
Yeah, so you ever screw up a strat or you just get really unlucky, you have to reset or you kill Vulcan. Because that is usually the game over condition.
Enemy sighted.
God, it makes like practice so unbearable. It's like whatever in a run.
I love nature here. So, even with our extra AP we got from being elite, we don't have enough to reach it in 2 turns. So we're going to need another boost. Who am I? Who am I?
Double explode. Nice.
Boop. And shrug it off. Fill it up with our magical electricity gas thing.
I'm surprised that like blowing up the mine saves time when you have to heal after it.
Oh, we gotta take a second mine. 1 mine's not enough. 2 is.
I guess it's so you can get movement without using your actual.
Yeah, it's because look at that. We got just enough to reach in 2 turns.
That's pretty gutsy. Has that been the strat since the start, or is that like a more modern?
There are so many strats for this map, and they're all various amounts of get lucky.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Like one of the oldest strats we used to do this in 2 turns. Then we found a way to do it in 1 turn. Found another way to do it in 1 turn that's slightly slower, but it's way more consistent. This is the slightly slower but way more consistent strat. So yeah, and the movement is very, very precise. You're not allowed to waste a lot. So I need Vulcan here to not be really good and hit a unit that I'm not aiming at. I have killed that sniper that's standing in front of the wall there multiple times. It is really bad.
I'm on my way.
All right, Wavy, go. All right, we're going to body block the enemies with our tank here, so I can just run past them here. We're going to trigger Power Scout, which triggers when you see 5 enemy units. We're going to hide behind this tree, which turns off Power Scout. That's not good. We're going to get Power Scout again by seeing 5 units. And we're going to one-shot this guy with a grenade launcher. Oh, no funny ragdoll this time. Last time I was practicing this, he ragdoll. What the? He ragdoll in a way so that it looked like he took a German suplex. So he's like head down, butt above his head, curled up. It was hilarious.
Do appreciate you shot the grenade in such a way that it like bounced off his chest, and he's just like looking at it like, well,
It just auto aimed at him. Just fire. It actually bounced off his head. All right, next we got chapter 9, which I absolutely hate this chapter so much. This chapter is absolutely awful.
okay, take your word for it.
Oh, it's really bad. So the goal of this chapter here is we need to stop an APC that's kidnapping our princess without destroying it. Because, you know, you kill the princess, you blow up the car, you kill the princess. Not good.
That sounds like a blast.
All right, I'm going to do the menu with the keyboard here because menu this is really annoying. You, Shock Trooper, deploy. You, Alicia, Rosie, you, Largo. I used to be able to do that faster before Turbo happened.
They can't get to the harbor. We stop them here.
Squad 7, move out.
It's like half of those characters are like the leads, whatever, to get more command points.
Oh yeah, we need all the command points to get. The ambassador of a foreign nation has kidnapped our princess right after we signed a treaty with them. So they are riding in this armored APC. It is mounted into the machine gun. This machine gun is unreasonably powerful.
I do appreciate like the vroom 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 of something moving that you can't see. Just like, all right, sure, whatever you say, game. I believe you.
This is an order. Destroying the target. target is your top.
So once again, we're going to add 100 anti-armor damage to our shock trooper this time. You're used to seeing Alex a lot. We're going to defense boost here. Just be extra safe.
Brace up and get ready to
One of the biggest perks of the PC port, though, is enemy phase goes a lot faster at 60 FPS.
just leave it to me.
Especially when you can't see the enemies. It just zooms. If you don't see the enemies, like the enemy phase will zoom as fast as your frame rate, which is really nice here. So you're playing like 140 FPS, the enemies will just go supersonic speed on their turn. We're going to make a safety save here because, once again, the gun on top of this APC is unreasonably powerful.
Oh, well.
Unreasonably powerful. Hey, we did it first try.
They can't
Hooray!
attack during your turn.
It can. That's why you got to run here.
Well, it's like after, yeah.
All right, with that, we have saved the princess. And now we have access to medals, which is, well, we're not going to see that mechanic ever. All right, next is Chapter 10. Oh, Chapter 10.
I don't like that sound. I don't like the sound of that at all.
All right, so the goal of this chapter is to get the tank from the start of the map to the end of the map. That means we are going to be using only the tank for this map.
I was about to say that means you're going to drive in the straightest line possible with...
No, there is no such thing as straight lines. Look at this windy path.
I mean, didn't we establish earlier you can drive it over rivers somehow?
No, we drove it under a river. We drove through the river. I mean, all you gotta do is seal up all the holes.
What?
Just seal up all the holes and turn it into a submarine on wheels.
I guess the Oregon Trail analogy was not that wrong. We're going to ford the river in a tank.
Yep. So get used to the tank here. And we got a bunch of guys in our way that we're just going to take out because otherwise they would waste precious time on their turn. Also, I got to wait for the tank to stop bobbing up and down so I can properly aim.
Can you not just run them over? Or is it faster to shoot them?
If you run them over, they ragdoll and then get back up.
Yeah, because that's I would just shrug off a tank running me over too. I don't see that as being a problem.
If we get lucky later on, we'll see some of that ragdolling act. Stop moving, stupid camera. Trying to aim on a slope, not good.
Here we go.
Also, this is a night mission, so the fog of war is even larger than normal. By the way, there's a guy over there. Don't worry about it, he's dead.
It's not anymore.
His fault for standing next to some very targetable, very noticeable barrels. I do. All right, now we're going to see here. Oh, look at this. There's an enemy something moving onto this bridge.
Yeah. Imagine being like your hiding places. You see a barrel and you're like, oh yeah, I can hide behind that. And it's just highly explosive. Written
All right,
beside it.
so I'm going to drive here. And I'm going to aim here. And if I aim right here, I can't see. It's so dark. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Aim right there. And Vulcan aims perfectly straight. And he missed the radiator. I was aiming at the tank radiator there. But Vulcan can't shoot straight most of the time.
Blind as I am. BG.
There I was aiming slightly to the left. Whatever. Hitting the radiator saves a lot of time. Hitting the tank itself, the tank body would save a bit of time. But whatever. Just go for it. And if you don't get it, it's fine. I mean, I could aim for the body itself. I know exactly where the tank is. Could get that 100% of the time if Vulcan doesn't wildly aim off.
I mean, outside of a marathon, is it a bad enough point to reset on?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, come on. He lived with a sliver of HP there.
Dude, I love it. Like when I see stuff like that, I'm like, no, I disagree, game. No, I don't care. Your
That's gonna cost me
calculations
time,
are wrong.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a tank I was talking about. Unfortunately, he's body blocking the bridge, so we gotta take him out.
Here we go.
One shell at a time.
Yep, 3 hits to the body or 1 to the radiator takes it out.
Here we go.
For a tank they found in the just randomly, it seems to be working pretty well.
It was his father's tank from the previous war. So we're actually just using an O tank that's working pretty well. So this guy's gonna run forward. Hopefully he doesn't shoot me because I'm too far back. This guy who's still alive is gonna run forward and get shot and do nothing apparently.
Dude, the inner like weeb snob in me is like, why is that in English? Those should be in kanji or whatever. I want my onomatopoeias written in Japanese, not
Anyways, we're gonna take this guy out now for sure. Nice, 5 headshots.
I don't know why, but that's just hilarious.
And
Tap, tap, tap. Boonk.
avoid that mine there by just hugging this bridge.
What, I thought we established mines were good damage boosts, not bad damage boosts.
Not on a tank.
Just eats through your HP, yeah.
Mostly hits your treads.
Oh.
And if your tread HP hits 0, you're going to be at minimum action points forever to repair with the engineer. And as we established, we're never touching engineers again. So this guy needs to go. Cool.
That's as long as the game doesn't have anything to say about that.
Enemy sighted.
We got to worry about the enemy lancers, which, by the way, we've not used once in this entire run. We're never going to use them. We routed them out of the back. We routed them out of the run.
Those are
There's a lancer. They're just hiding in the grass. We're going to bump them.
they're supposed to be like anti-tank units, right?
Yeah, the lance. Wow, that was bad. Yeah, these guys with lances.
I mean, the lance is like
They fight their explosives.
Yeah, from the perspective of somebody that hasn't played this too much.
Okay.
The lance itself, kind of like what is it? It's a giant RPG, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it looks like maybe it's
All right.
intended for close range, but
This
it's
guy's
actually just
dangerous.
a rocket
So
launcher.
yeah. Mostly we ran him over just to get him to stop ducking. Because when you're ducking in this game, you are in a dodge state, and that causes you to take reduced damage from everything, except for flamethrowers and explosives.
Which one was it that like you end up shooting him in the foot or something to get him standing up? I think it's like 3 or something like that, where it's like you don't bother aiming for the head because they'll dodge.
And so, anyways, we took a pot shot at this tank across the bridge, and then just he didn't see us because fog war happened. The biggest reason for that is to we're gonna get to the reach. You're gonna reach him with one movement here, but he takes 3 shots to kill.
This seems a bit unsafe.
You know, we're just
Optimal tank warfare.
it's like playing World of Tanks.
Tank to tank.
So if we didn't hit that pot shot earlier, he would just be in our way. Oh, come on! Yes, you're going with us. And take you for a
Gonna
ride.
take you for a ride. Wow, wow.
I want to see if I can knock him down the guard. No, he's not cooperating. All right, we're out of here.
All right, I got better things to do.
No, he teleports to the right. And not to the left, he teleports to the right.
He just straight up teleported like back into the right.
Yeah, so when you ragdoll in this game, it will try to put you up in the closest inbound position
Oh yeah.
that you can actually be in.
Too bad there's not a looser term of what's inbounds.
So anyway, we're going to meet with these prisoners.
Yeah, it's usually what I want to do mid-war. Find some prisoners.
Yeah, we're going to say rebelling here. What the? That took forever. All right, anyway, we're going back to base. Training field 12, 11, 838. Yeah, correct. All right, we're going to go back to leveling up people. So we're going to level up scouts to 12 here, and that's going to give us this really important order called Caution. You'll find out what it does next chapter here.
Thought you were gonna say next run.
Oh, exercise caution, especially you. Your run later up.
I have two commentators to keep me chained.
No, they're not there to keep you chained. They're there to yell you when you break it.
Yeah. Yo, 8,666.
Oh, yeah, we have
It's
way too
gone.
much experience here. Yeah.
Did we get the meme number at any point? 69,420?
No?
Dang.
Also, leveling up units is really trolly because every tick is like 3%. So like you scroll all the way to the right and you end up at 99%. You have to press you have to do it one more time. It's like, why?
I was about to say something about it earlier. It was like, it's kind of annoying that you have to do it one level at a time. Do any of the later ones let you do multiple levels?
No.
So it's always
You
just
can you do multiple jobs at once, but you can't do multiple levels here. Anyways, you're going to upgrade our armor. It's really important here. And that's our base.
Give me some slightly better leather on my jacket. It'll reduce damage by 2%.
No, it's reduced damage by 2. All right. So this map, we have 2 objectives here. First map, you can see on the top left of the map there, is to destroy that tiny bridge all the way on the other side of the map. Second one is to go to that spot number 2 and destroy the bomb that we're going to plant there after we destroy number 1. So we got 2 objectives. We got to do one, then unlock the other one to do the second one.
I don't know if the like enemy forces blew up one bridge and the other one was still there. I'd kind of be like, this feels like a trap. This seems
They're
like
not the smartest. They're not the smartest generals.
really bad idea.
Anyway, so Alicia's going forward. And we're just going to be running here. This guy in the way. Hopefully he doesn't do too much damage to us. Also, don't you love that beautiful noise of me just doing something?
It's mildly obnoxious, but I've put up with worse.
I'm going to heal here. Oh, yay, we lost time. Thanks, Alicia.
Yeah, first aid boost on like 50 points. GG.
Yes, it normally heals 100. First aid boost, he heals 200. I only need 60. Very useful. Which means she's not going to get it next chapter when I really want it. So we're going to just park Alicia right here, staring at this tank. All right, it's time to play our favorite game. Will the tank shoot Alicia in the face? You got about 15 seconds to decide.
It's time to pull chat. Mods, get it done. All right, chat, you can close the poll. We already got the answer before they even start it.
Come on, to the face.
Mods are like, please stop. No more.
And, oh, on the foot.
Broken ankle's broken again.
So anyways, remember that bridge I said that's on the other side of the map that we need to destroy? We only have 2 units on the map here. Alicia and Welkin here. Oh, we gotta wait for this train to move position as well. Gonna take a while. Also, this map breaks at 60 FPS because this happens. It's not supposed to be that way.
What's the other option? Running it like lower or higher?
Yeah.
Or is it just like whatever? It's this one map. Who cares?
This is one map. Who cares?
Okay.
It just does that instead of like showing the tank actually moving. Anyways, the train moving. Anyways, yeah, the bridge over there. Welkin, go. Nope. Good beat. All right, we're gonna make a safety save here because the Welkin misses enough times. We're gonna have to reset.
Blind as a bat. That is the second sniper shot he's missed.
Welkin, go. I choose you. Target tank. No, not the tank. Target bridge. I misspoke.
Good job, Ash. Catch him.
Welkin, go.
I guess it depends on what season. Ash.
He hit the tank.
Yo, there we go.
Welkin, please. All right, we're gonna reload that save. Try again. This is my first try in practice 2 days ago.
At least the reloads are pretty snappy.
Oh yeah.
I'll give it that.
Come on, he's not aiming straight.
We're gonna have to confiscate his liquor because this guy is blind drunk.
No, he's not driving. What?
He's not aiming either.
We did it! 6 tries. That's pretty. Actually, that's probably average. It's below average.
It's
Whatever.
like, you're about to be like, that's never happened. You know, wait, never mind. That has happened.
Oh no, I've done 2 resets. I've done 2 resets before. It's bad. But he hit the tank in the treads. That's honestly impressively bad. I got enough action. Cool. Defense boost. 10 to defense.
All right, so we're gonna defense boost the character with like 30 hit points. Sounds cool.
Yeah, she got 104.
And a broken ankle.
It got better. And now we're going to use Caution. What Caution does is it halves interception fire damage before applying defense.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And we have that plus 10 defense on top of our extra armor. So he's in that tank that shot us earlier. This combination of orders translates into this thing's going to do 1 damage per shot. Also, that train that we're running across is going to be shooting us too. That's also going to do 1 damage.
Yeah, there's some level 1 nonsense. Nice.
You can't do this at level 1 though, because you need to level up to get the.
Oh, yeah, you need to have the actual, like, deep.
Oh, no, not grenade, healing.
I was about to get that explosion I was asking for earlier. I can't wait for you to blow yourself up.
Again?
Again? You already got what you asked for. Shut up.
Can't wait for you to blow yourself up.
Yeah, I'll probably fat finger a self-destruct. I'll be kind of like, well,
Oh, yeah,
it's got what he wanted.
Defense down, whatever, don't care. Oh, because the stupid tank shot Alicia, she's further back than she usually normally is. I gotta walk a bit farther. All right, we also gotta turn on the elevator.
Ink.
Oh, I didn't even need to heal. Wow, I wasted time healing.
Not only did you heal, but you also got the like heal boost.
Trigger, undodgeable. Oh, she didn't trigger undodgeable shot on the bomb. You know, when you just tell a bomb to don't dodge.
I don't know, with the way the tank was aiming, maybe she would have needed it.
No, she can aim when I'm like, Vulcan.
About to have to get an optimist in there, opposition, get everybody some glasses. None of them can see what they're doing.
Anyways, you got some cutscenes to the next map, so take it away, Deeds.
Well, Boogie Poppy gave $10 to Nami to say, whoa, I thought my dad was the only one who kept his tank from the previous war. If we've got more time, we've got $50 from Oasis saying, Ronix is a booper from a distance. Therefore, I insist that Ronix be named Booper. And just a reminder, we've got some naming incentives coming up for the next game, Star Ocean First Departure R. We still have Ilya and Mayville up for grabs. So donate to that if you want to get a name in there.
All right, so we're going to take a quick trip back to base. You gotta speak slowly there. To get one really important upgrade. We're going to upgrade our uniform one more time. This is the most important point of defense in the entire run. For good reason. Go back. Go continue. You got time for one more.
Oh, awesome. Well, we, along with the naming incentive, we have Keanu saying for $5 saying, LARPist Takeover. So it looks like
LARPist.
LARPist for naming for Millie. So that's $16. So we're contributing to that. Make sure to give them more if you want to make sure LARPist is that name.
Clear out the Imperial shoreline.
All right, so here we are on the beaches of Normandy, quite literally. Now I don't know why we're invading from the beach when it's our land, but
Okay, so this is the map we can put the beach outfits on, right?
there are beach outfit models in the game, but
Oh, are there?
yes, there are, but you can't access them.
Oh.
No DLC. No, there are DLC, but there's no
Lame.
outfits. So here you see these two wall-mounted guns that are very powerful. They're very scary. You're supposed to use the newly developed smoke bomb to we're past them.
Just avoid the pillboxes, forehead.
You literally developed a smoke bomb to run past these things, and we're just like, nope, we're just gonna walk past it.
It's really, I don't know. I'm really tempted to make a dark joke, but I think I'm gonna abstain.
Please don't. It's already gonna be bad enough for your own run. All right, and we're just gonna turn here where nobody sees us. Nobody sees us. We're invisible. They're gonna do nothing. Nobody's here. All right, this is where we get to see how good the PCs here are. Because the better your PC, the harder their run this chapter is. Because they fire at a constant frame rate, and it's very scary when you're firing at 60 FPS.
Good. I hope it's awful then.
So remember the last chapter? We had defense boost. We got caution. We got shot by a tank. It's whatever. A few guys.
We're just gonna layer on literally everything.
We went back to base to get an extra point of defense for this chapter. That should tell you about how scary this map is.
So how much time does it? How much time do you lose making a backup save to make sure that you actually can get through these?
And maybe 5 seconds or so. All right, we got machine guns, we got turrets, we got pillboxes, we got tanks, we got more pillboxes, we got more machine guns, we got mines everywhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was a lot of warranted defensive boosts. Is that where you would have wanted the first aid boost?
Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. We finally passed all of that here, and right here we got. Did I get a try it? Another wall-mounted guns. So we're just gonna hug the wall here, and hopefully we're healthy. Let's go.
Healthy, running into 2 more tanks.
Really good. This can't be good. Oh, it's pretty good. So we're gonna go here. Stop shooting me. 3 taps. We're going to fire a grenade at this guy. And if I position it correctly, he should go right over the sandbag and stay there.
Get him out of the base again.
Get him out of the base. So there's one more guy over here, and unfortunately we're out of grenades.
Guess we're just gonna have to cap him then.
Oh, no, we have attack down. Oh, stop shooting me. We're going to heal here. I got a better method. Think about. So I have attack down. However, this tank doesn't have attack down.
Oh, that's so sneaky.
All right, who dies first? This is slower, but it's hilarious watching this. Thank you.
Yeah, there's
And he goes flying too. Sandbags are awesome. Ragdolls are awesome. So this is technically slower, but it's also hilarious to do every time.
yeah,
So in this cutscene, we're escaping. Absolutely nothing happens. Don't worry about it. We're just recruiting a new tank driver.
I love the marathon exclusive. This is slower, but it's cooler.
All right, chapter 12. You're now going back to the first map of the game, second map of the game.
I like how you're like, wait a minute. No, map 2. Not map
Hey,
1.
we're back at the beginning. We're recapturing our hometown here. And you
Going
know,
back to bruh L.
yeah, go back to bra. So who better to recapture our hometown than Alicia? As per usual.
Just Alicia, nobody else.
Yep.
Isara, we're taking back our home, East. Squad 7, move out.
You know, East is just taking a rest.
East with an apostrophe. It's Y apostrophe S, yeah.
So, no, not you. You. Turboing. Manually turboing, it's a bit hard sometimes because lightest tap will hit the button 3 times. And just for a little bit of safety here, we're going to use caution.
This is an order. Advance with
Just a little bit of safety. I mean, just a 50%.
I mean, he's just yelling at her to not get shot as hard. It works.
Enemy sighted.
I guess I'd see, even though it's like a massive safety thing, the 10 seconds from the animations add up.
Oh, I mean, we're running across some machine guns here. We got this guy here. We got this turret here.
I was gonna say, for a second there, I was gonna be like, this is not as wild as the last map, but
It's not. That's why we don't need as much defense. Just some.
Okay.
It makes it a lot safer.
Enemy unit spotted.
how long is the cure animation? Like 5 seconds?
It's like another 10 seconds.
Oh, really? That's rough.
Because you got to, like, do the pull it out here. You got to, like,
Twist it and then hold it up and then
yeah, and
wait
then
for
you
the
got to wait
little
for
wee
the thing.
look.
So we're going to hopefully nade this guy out of the base. He teleported. It's really bad. Now we're going to have to sneak up behind him and hit him from the back so he didn't dodge.
All right, just butt him with a gun. He'll go.
Moving out.
I
Smack
wish.
it. Yeah, right.
You, don't dodge.
Use
Thank
my
you.
my cod knife to one shot. Yes, Alicia.
Collect this corpse here. And now we're going to take out this anti-tank gun, which is why we use the demolition boost at the beginning because it counts as an armored unit.
Did they put a collar on this guy? He's just like has no peripheral vision. Just want to keep it marching.
The
forward.
gun points forward.
Yeah, gun points forward. That's all I'm gonna use.
All right, with that, that's chapter 12. We are on to chapter 13 here. And so let me break down some math for chapter 13 here. Normally, if you go one-on-one with another commander, you have a 50-50 shot at winning. But Welkin, he loves nature. He's not normal. So you have a 25% at best at beating him. And you have Alicia to the mix. Your chances of winning drastically go down. C, the battle at Magyar, you have a 33 and 1/3% chance of winning. But I have a 66 and 2/3% chance of winning because the Imperial armies knows they can't be Vulcan, be Alicia. They're not even going to try. So Savaria, you take your 33% chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and 1/3% chance of winning at Magyar. But you take my 60% and 2/3 chance if we would, and add my 75 if we were going 1-on-1, plus my 66% chance. I have 141 and 2/3% chance of winning. See, the math doesn't lie, and this spells disaster for you at Magyar.
Sure.
Anyways, we're going to play Alicia here, and she's going to solo the entire enemy army here with these nice So we got trench warfare here. We got no man's land in the middle. We got a bunch of holes. Everyone's just hiding from the mortar. Alicia's just gonna go ahead.
No man's land, that thing you're supposed to get up in and just run around, yeah.
No, you just run past it and just don't end turn there. That's a bit too much damage.
Yeah, I think that's how that worked in like real war. They're just like, oh, well, if you're still taking your turn, we won't shoot yet.
You just run past them, you know, and just run past no man's land here.
My turn.
All right. So now that we just run past into the enemy trenches, we're just invading their bench, the trench here. There's this guy here. We got to be careful and make sure he doesn't see us. Oh, come on. She missed one headshot.
I was right. They need glasses, man.
She hit him slightly off the head. You know, because a shot here doesn't count as much as here. Anyways, one more hit.
I feel like there was a joke to be made there with like slightly off the head, but I'm not really sure where to go with it.
Why are you here? Anyways, we're
To
gonna
make very astute observations that literally anybody else could make.
fair. All right, we're gonna end our turn here, and because nobody sees me, I don't exist. Nothing's happening here. Oh, there's the mortars, no man's land.
Oh, so you meant like your full turn. I was like, you ended your turn in there, though. What?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Don't be in that area at the end of your turn.
Carpet bomb.
All right, and we're going to be at the most infamous trick for all of us who run
It's
this
fine.
game.
This will be a first try. Don't worry about it.
I know, right? I only practiced this like 30 times earlier. So we're going to take our Ragnite, aim for this mark on the wall here. Perfect. Going to switch to the grenade launcher and aim for this mark on the wall there. This will launch a grenade over the wall, hit these two guys standing in the base. No, it's going to hit one guy on the base. I'm going to have to reload my save.
Well, I mean, it half worked.
So I need to capture that base over there, and there's two people. So we're going to be knocking them both over out the base with a grenade here.
So was that a miss aim or was that the rolling that you think got you?
Who knows? I can't see what's happening. It's a blind shot for a reason.
Don't know, don't care. You just know it didn't work. Fair.
All right, this should work this time. Yay! Yay! They're both out the base. This is the blind grenade shot that most people just running this game just hates. So because I shot the grenade from over there, that guy is just staring at where he shot the grenade from. So he's just staring at the wall while I run past him. The other guy, he's a bit smarter than that, so he's going to shoot us.
A little bit wider cone of vision.
So now that we captured this base, we spawn reinforcements for both us and the enemy. However, there is a unicap in this game, and the enemy has hit the unicap, so it doesn't spawn all the reinforcements.
Because I didn't kill anybody.
I killed one guy, so it's going to spawn one reinforcement. Enemy unicap met. We're going to run past here. He's not going to shoot us. Cool. I'm going to heal for safety here. Charge! Charge! So now we have Alicia here. There's the base. There's a tank defending it. We got Welkin here, Shamrock here. Where's Savaria? I thought she was here. Anyways, oh, there's Savaria, the enemy Super Saiyan, just right there. This guy here starts right here. He could just capture our base at any moment, but didn't do anything on turn one. So now we're going to tell Alicia to shoot a tank really hard.
Sure.
This can't be good.
We're going to just heal for super safety here. I shouldn't need it, but just in case anything happens here. Because there is still a tank defending here. And he's going to miss. Oh, he hit me. I need to heal. Cool. Safety heal worked. So we're going to just take our rifle here. Remember, the rifle didn't kill that guy in 5 shots, but we're going to kill this tank in 5 shots.
And you also got to like position it so that it doesn't shoot the tank instead of the generator in the back.
Yeah, I got to shoot the radiator. That silly tank had his gun pointing forward, so we could just run behind him. All right, chapter 14. First off, we got the last base visit of the run. We're gonna level up our classes to the final level. Also, Alicia gets shot by a sniper, unknown sniper, but it's fine. She has now unlocked her Super Saiyan powers,
I see.
and we're gonna have a Super Saiyan battle. We win. Our half-conscious bullet hole in her body, Super Saiyan, just beat up the enemy Super Saiyan.
I mean, that's always how it worked in Dragon Ball. Like, oh, I'm half dead, but I got a power up, so it's okay.
All right, so we're going to load up Shock Troopers to 11 to get them to Elite. And we're going to get Snipers to 15 to unlock our last order that we need.
Oh boy, 15? We're going to be here for a bit, huh?
Yeah, just a bit. So while we're doing this, go ahead and read some things you got there, Deeds.
You know, this is the beginning of the marathon, so I just want to check to make sure. PX, were you aware that everything you're doing right now is being restreamed for French and Japanese audiences?
Say what?
That's right. So if you're very interested in seeing this in another language, check out twitch.tv/LeFrenchRestream and twitch.tv/Japanese_restream just to experience this in another language, or if you want to learn another language, check that out. I know France is kind of hot stuff right now in the RPG community.
You know more about the game than I do, right?
I mean, with a lot of the French runners and like Remake and Rebirth, that was a lot of actually like the initial interaction I had.
What was it? Sinclair 33? What was it? What was the game called again? I don't know. I don't keep up new games.
Oh, E33, yeah.
Oh, that was called?
Obscura Clara X.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody kept telling me to play it, and I'm like, I gotta practice for my marathon run. Stop. I need to practice self-control.
You?
Yeah.
I didn't see much of that practice.
I was getting it all out before I got here. Otherwise, they'd take me off stage by force.
Don't worry, you're only surrounded by like a dozen staff members all the time.
Yeah, right.
So we're upgrading our machine gun. We're upgrading our sniper rifle. The biggest reason to get Shock Trooper Elites was to unlock these path trees for the machine gun. So that's what we're doing here. We're gonna go to the Shamrock, which is the second tank we got back in Chapter 10, or after we beat Chapter 10, and upgrade improve the gun here. We're gonna go to the Edelweiss here and improve the body of it, which is gonna give us more armor. Most importantly, it's gonna give 100 extra AP. And most importantly, we're gonna go to the Shamrock here and switch to the machine gun. That is the base over. Last base of the run. You're not going to see this menu ever again.
Congratulations.
All right, so we got Chapter 14 and Magyar again. And our goal there is to capture that one base, just capture the base. Simple. Anyways, Alicia's gone Super Saiyan here, and we can't control her during her movement. We're going to need a bit of a flashing lights warning here in case you're a bit sensitive to purple and blue lights everywhere. This is very slow. Go ahead and read a donation or two while we're going through this. Beat.
Oh, sorry about that. We have $10 saying, my favorite charity stream event, good luck to all the good eggs. So I don't know if that's you guys or not, but everyone else.
Not me. Absolutely not. I'm a charging my laser moment.
Yes.
Nice.
Like I said, magical laser shooting lance that destroys tanks. We have one of those now.
Beam weapon, yeah.
Hey, it's a beam, it's a weapon. What do you want?
It just looks like a reskin Lancer Lance, man.
No, it doesn't. This thing spirals.
Sure.
And look at it. She also has a shield.
Yeah, the shield that she's just casually holding around waist level. It's very effective to not get shot in the head.
Also, when you turn Super Saiyan, your hair goes gray.
Also,
Or silver, actually.
are we sure it's Super Saiyan then? Wouldn't it be closer to Ultra Instinct then?
But she's glowing blue. Yeah, I guess Ultra Instinct works.
I mean, yeah, it's blue aura, silver hair. Although she's not very good at dodging. Maybe it is an Ultra Instinct.
She doesn't need to dodge.
She's tank.
She just shrugs it off. It's like in Dragon Ball when you just punch each other and just stand there like, what are you doing?
Maybe it is a bit close.
Yeah, it's like Hercules. It's like Mr. Satan running up and punching Cell.
Oh, it's like the Mr. Satan LARPs where like he's actually like a useful character instead of just getting flipped across the entire battlefield by a gust of wind, not even getting hit.
So anyways, there's our first instance of the smoke bomb that we got many chapters ago. Finally using it now. And we're going to be using Rosie for once. Yay, Rosie! There's a big reason why we don't use Rosie to run for a lot of things. This is an exception, simply because we don't want to deploy it. It's faster to use her than deploy another unit. Please, select the unit. So we're just going to run off here. And we're going to have another enemy phase followed by another Alicia phase. So go ahead, read more.
I do appreciate how the stopping animation is just racking another bullet, so they're just slowly going through their clip, just one bullet at a time for no particular reason.
All right, well, so we still have some names available for Star Ocean, but also after that, Spock Rocket donated $50 saying, as a big fan of all 5-ish RPGs on the N64, we have to see the Iden Chronicles cutscenes. So excited, the marathon is kicked off. Good luck to all the runners. So they're including you this time on this donation.
Yeah, technically one of those. Assuming they don't get rid of me before we get to my run. All right, yeah, we're cutting your run. You're too much of a liability. So if we just let her go long enough, does she just do everything for us, or?
Yes. Okay, gotta be careful here. Use demolition boost on you.
This is an order. Destroying the target is your top priority.
All right, we're gonna go do our goal here and capture this base. Nothing special about it.
It's a pretty big tease to give you Super Saiyan and then be like, oh, by the way, you can't control it.
Yep.
That's a bit rude, even.
So, coincidentally, Alicia now loses Super Saiyan power. She woke up or fell asleep. I don't know, one or the other. Wait, but the mission's done, right?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much me at the end of the day.
It's
for
pretty
the
much
marathon.
us last night.
Yeah.
Just collapsed in the bed.
That's how every night ends for all staff members. Just like,
if it ends.
yeah.
Oh no, it was actually a trap. So now they got mortar tanks firing at us. Now the goal has changed to take out the mortar tanks. So instead of running all the way around, we're going to run here, throw a grenade at our foot, ragdoll our way down the cliff, and it's going to put us down there, because why not?
That's one way to climb down.
Hey,
by
look at that right there.
force.
So now we have a new objective here, 2 tanks on each corner of the map.
Who needs a ladder? I've invented one.
Whee! Only you can just jump down cliffs. Only you can jump down cliffs, but, you know, it's not Pokemon.
That's one of those things where it's like, it can drive me wild with environmental interactions. It's understandable in terms of like map design for this, but doesn't make it any less interesting.
Don't look at the HP.
Hey, as intended. I guess we really were in caution. We need the red green herb right now.
So if you notice, for some reason in this game, the male shock troopers fire a lot faster than female shock troopers. No idea why. That's never a mechanic in any of the other games. So that's why we never ever use female shock troopers if we can avoid it. Nice.
That's pretty jank.
And Welkin just coincidentally here with the other tank spawned. Wow, how lucky of us.
I guess he found another tank in another shed at just the right spot.
All right, chapter 14 is done. On to chapter 15. Oh, we're looking at time. Actually, looking pretty good on time. All right, here's a nice plot chapter with only cutscenes and nothing else. So we're just going to not talk about that. Next chapter.
Plot. Move on.
Yep. Who's this guy? Who is this guy? I haven't played this game casually in years. Yeah.
I guess, maybe. That other guy, he was saying that they were going to take the town back for?
That's his sister. Adopted sister, but sister.
What do you want from me, man?
They ended racism. Unironically, yes.
This is so unprompted. They ended racism. What are we talking about?
Play the game to find out.
You told me not to.
Now you can.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder when you don't know what I'm talking about.
I'll go back home and boot it up immediately. I'm sure I have a
It's
copy.
on sale all the time.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if I had a copy squirreled away somewhere. Wouldn't be the first game where I'm like, oh, I still have this.
Yeah, you get this game in the VC4 on Steam on sale. It's on sale all the time. Excellent games. We're gonna just drive up here, smoke him.
I want to say I played like a bit of the prologue way back in the day, and I was like, this is kind of cool, but I don't think it's something for me.
All right, once again, Alicia, go. She's back. She got better. But no more Lance. No more magical laser Lance. In game, anyways, in plot-wise. That's a different story, but we're just gonna skip cutscenes and not talk about it.
If we could just break her foot again, maybe then we could get the God mode.
No. She has a bullet hole somewhere in her gut. So this map here, we're gonna ram that citadel with a train full of explosives. To do that, we need to activate 3 switches. Have you played Star Fox 64? How familiar are you?
With switches?
Yeah, you gotta activate 3 switches on this train track. But the train rams the base.
I have to do that a lot in the Mithril Mines. You have to like change the track for these carts. So yeah, I'm familiar with switches and having to interact with them.
Oh yeah, but you're not ramming a train full of explosives.
I mean, if it's Star Fox 64, we should have got Z-Wing out here. It could have been. That would have been fine.
I would have found that too.
Yeah, he would have.
All right, we're gonna double defense boost here, just to be really, really safe. Don't need it, but we're gonna be really safe on this map because it's really bad if I die here.
My turn, okay?
And if the end of last chapter is any indication, we probably should throw that up. Lucky number 7.
For squad 7. All right, we're gonna run over here, and we're gonna make sure not to go too far. Because if we go too far, we get a tutorial saying, climb these ladders on the back of the base. Why? I don't know why we're climbing ladders. We just gotta run around here. Oh, hey, here's the 3rd switch. Also, there's mounted guns on the wall. Whatever, I had double defense. I don't care anymore.
So we're in chapter 14, yeah?
Yes.
And they're just now giving you a tutorial for climbing ladders in
Yes.
chapter 14.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I wasn't like
You gotta avoid those mines because they will hurt. Alicia, activate the switch. Yay, now Alicia, get off the track. Alicia, get off the track. We're sending a train.
she can't hear us. She has AirPods.
Oh, no. Alicia, no, get off the track. Oh, here's a train.
Woo woo womp.
Woo. Oh, cool, she got off. Boom. And it can't be bothered.
Better get off the track. We need to rush through the next mission.
All right, on to 15. So now that Alicia has beaten the enemy Super Saiyan with her Super Saiyan powers, she gets un-Super Saiyan herself. So we're just fighting her normally. Yes, they are Super Saiyan.
You're really like dying on this Super Saiyan thing, huh? This is
It's the best description of what they do.
This is just your reality, isn't it?
Okay, so in this map here, this is Gerlandio, whatever you pronounce it, I don't know.
Grelanindo?
So in this base, the enemy commander Savaria, our mission is to defeat her. She is very special. She stands on the high ground. She has very wide vision. She can see basically the entire map, and she will dodge anything she sees, which is a 270-degree cone around her. So what you have to do is you go up to the base, after both sides, surround her on both sides, up to the left or right, shoot her from behind so she doesn't dodge. When you shoot her, she will turn towards you.
So you're telling me you got to get up there and nothing personnel kit her?
Yes. Multiple times because she does not die fast. Also, she has this super duper machine gun that has the range of a sniper rifle. Like, look at this thing. Look how fast it fires.
Oh yeah, that seems balanced.
You know, it's very unbalanced. It is the strongest machine gun in the game that you can't get. However, you can use it if you play her DLC. Oh, anyways, we're just gonna walk up here with the tank and excuse me. Aim for her head and
Oh.
So if you're playing this on the PC version, if you run this on any resolution that isn't 720 or 1080 by 720p at 30 FPS, you run it at any resolution that isn't at 1080 by 720, evasion breaks. She just doesn't dodge. Anyone can do this by just not running on the native resolution. PC ports, baby.
Yeah, PC ports are definitely cursed. There's very few devs that
Hooray! Are running at 1080p.
Yeah.
So yeah, that chapter's that simple. We're running on PC.
I almost would have found it funnier if we like went into the menu, changed the settings so it screwed up the overlay, and then did the chapter, changed it back.
No, in order to change that, you gotta close the game, build the launcher.
Oh. Yeah, I guess this is an older game, so it would die like that. Be like, nope, that's not working.
All right, chapter, what are we on, 16?
I don't know. I think.
Yeah, we're on
weren't you
16.
still on 14? No. Well, yeah, we just shot that one girl in the face in 15. The chapter was so quick, I forgot it was a chapter.
So remember that giant tank we saw in chapter 7? It was so good they made a sequel. Beat Giant Tank 2.
We got the assets. We're gonna use it.
Well, when you're the prince of a giant empire. So this map is essentially an auto-scroller. We have to wait a certain number of turns before the giant tank drives past us. However, on the way, we had to block his path we had to destroy these radiators that are just chilling on the side here to blow up these cliffs, so we could watch out for, so we could block the road with small boulders the size of large boulders.
Entering combat.
Thank you. I knew I'd get you laugh. So we're gonna just smoke and block the enemy vision of us, so that they don't do anything. You know, we don't exist. We don't exist. Nothing happens. Oh, by the way, there's our Shamrock tank. Remember, he took down Savaria last chapter. Oh, he's fine. Don't worry about it. He's just gonna turn into a ghost.
Just clip through the tank.
Don't worry. He's just gonna put some flour on him. It's gonna fade away, and he's fine. He's totally fine.
Uh-huh. He just came in and tagged him with a bag of flour.
Yeah.
Surprise.
So we gotta destroy these two crates at the end here to make sure it turns. So, okay, I was gonna explain the plot, but it's this absolute silly point here. So we're basically racing the giant tank to our base, or to our capital here. It's racing towards capital. So we're racing towards our capital here. Why are there enemy units in front of us on the way to our capital? Why are they ambushing us? We should be ahead of them. We're setting up the enemy tank into an ambush. Why are there enemy units ambushing us? It makes no sense. You destroy this one here.
I mean, as far as I can tell, it's just the one guy right now.
Oh,
Never mind.
We hard carry this war. Us and our Belgian waffle girl.
Rock slide imminent. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for small boulders beside the large boulders. It's blocking the highway. Once again, we're just gonna smoke up here. Don't worry, they don't see us driving into this thing. It's totally fine here.
Object permanence is seems to be a real problem in video games. And you know what? I'm down for that.
Just in case something actually goes wrong here.
Has anything gone wrong here for you in the past?
Yes. Sometimes it's enemy decides, no, your smoke doesn't exist. I'm gonna shoot you, and you die.
Okay.
You restart the entire chapter.
It's about you're gonna enlighten us and entertain. Tell us what has happened before, so that when we actually know that.
Oh, also, the enemy's just randomly firing mortars. Why do they have mortars firing at us? Whatever. Also, this is our barracks. It's full of mines. You know, we're trying to set this thing for a trap. Why do we have to run the mines field?
All right. I can like get behind maybe the maybe some enemies got in front of you or there's like a siege, but who sets up mines in their own base? That seems a bit counterproductive.
Well, why are we trying to write?
I don't know.
It makes no sense whether it's our mines or their mines.
This map seems a little questionable.
Yeah, like I said, it's auto-scroller. We gotta wait 7 turns for this map to end. There's no way to speed it up.
Auto-scrollers are the worst because it gives you all the time in the world to think about all the things that annoy you.
Well, we got all the time in the
That's
world.
not some landmines.
We got all the time in the world. So, Deeds, take it away for the rest of this chapter.
All right. Well, despite what I was saying earlier, I just want to say we just got a donation from an amazing person. PXMacaiah just donated $100, saying
Yo.
saying PX here. I can't believe it's been 10 years since I was on the couch for this run, and here I am running it myself. Here's for an amazing marathon. Thank you, PX.
No problem. So that guy did pretty excellent high jump over the wall there. Well, how many points would you get that?
I can't believe you just drove over like 24 mines and took 0 damage from it.
No, those are personnel mines. The anti-tank mines did so much damage to my tread.
Personnel mines. Yeah, okay. All right, game, sure. Whatever.
Anyways, go ahead.
Well, we still have 2 unclaimed names coming up for the Star Ocean run. We've only about 20 minutes left until that's going to start up. So if you want to have a custom personalized name in an RPG LB speedrun, now is your chance.
Are we 20 minutes out?
Roughly, yeah, but we got the donation sent afterwards.
Yeah. One thing I've learned staffing this is the estimate is very deceptive because
This
of,
chapter takes like 6-7 minutes because you're just waiting. There's nothing you can do. The tank drives slowly. You got to get the tank out of the way.
it's very much the military adage of hurry up and wait.
Also, you don't want to run into this bush because this bush is the strongest bush in the road and will stop you in your tracks.
You know, there's a lot of things that are I've found in games that are invisible walls that just make me unreasonably angry, and that sounds like that would probably do the same to me.
The trees also, you can't run them over like the beginning. They just
I've
stop
seen you just roll over like the most ridiculous things, and now these are just the bushes of divine intervention. It's like, no, we're not. That's great. Ah, yes. Camera, thank you.
The tree's in the way. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We shot that crate.
I know at like some points when the camera does stuff like that, it's like, well, you're doing that, but I just that drives me up a wall.
And now we're gonna shoot this mortar through the tree. Did I miss? Whatever.
I'm just like,
I missed. Okay.
I've just placed my tank in a tree.
I
You got a
missed.
tank tree house. This is both your shots with the tree blocking it. Yeah.
Anyways, continue reading. There's nothing left for the rest of the chapter.
Yeah, ignore me. I'm just stupefied and stun locked right now.
All right. Well, I am a huge appreciator of art, so every time I host, I try to shout out to our amazing artist, LLK, who is the one that drew this adorable Mimi plush. Oh, it just ran away from the screen. But the the blanket, the plush, that's all LLK. Check them out at jazzaboo.com, JAZZAABOO,
We love LLK here.
Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna actually shoot this crate now that I can see where it is. Gonna park our tank about here seems good. Also, you know, weren't there enemy units in the path of that tank, of the giant tank too? Whatever. Anyways, keep reading.
All right. Well, we actually have some other artists as well that contributed to the T-shirts and some other things. We got Mega Weasel and Eats Casa. So check them out as well.
Here, you can take over. Just press B and press A when it's our turn.
No, we're not doing this.
Fine. Give it to her.
We're not going co-op for this one. I didn't have enough time to practice.
We also have a $10 donation from Nth Anomaly saying, glad to support organizations like NAMI that people may need more than ever these days. I look forward to all the runs this week. Less than sign 3.
Remember that guy who pulled water over the wall? I got him out of the way. You think he's safe?
How did they put more stuff on that tank? It's just like,
No, that's the lamppost. He just ran over the lamppost.
I'm more like trying to figure out the physics. It's like somebody in the design department like drew this up and they're like, yeah, it looks cool. And then you put it in the game and you're like, this is a bit too whimsical. I'm having too much time to think.
It's okay. This is the end of the chapter. Last turn. We're done.
Well, I'll just do one more plug for our exclusive RPG Limit Break Tantrum merch. It is live. It is in our shop. We've got the t-shirts I was talking about, the Mimi plush. We've got more there. Tantrum will be donating $5 per item sold, excluding the Mimi plush, to the National Alliance on Mental Illness and its mission. So grab your gear. That's tantrummerch.com/RPG Limit Break. Again, tantrummerch.com/RPG Limit Break.
So anyways, our massive plan to ambush the giant tank massively failed. I wonder why.
Oh. So not only did we have to sit there for 7 turns, but we did absolutely nothing.
Yes. I knew that we're racing it to our capital and it beat us.
Wait, did she like turn Super Saiyan off screen?
Yes. It's a love story.
Could have fooled me.
Okay, I'm gonna take this a bit slowly here. We're gonna need you. We're gonna need you. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna need you. Need you. Blah 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 blah. We're done doing. So remember that super tank we faced in chapter 5,
Target is
Jaeger. Now we fight him again.
Sevens. Squad
Now we actually had to take him out this time instead of just running around him and taking base with Alicia. Also, Jaeger is like the most badass character in this game. It's hilarious. Demolition boost. Choose you, Alex.
This is an order. Destroying the target is your top.
So once again, demolition boost allows us to gives us 100 anti-armor damage, and we're gonna use the order penetration, which allows us to ignore enemy defense when we hit them, when we shoot them.
Aim for where their protection.
Mind that it means the tanks are made out of paper.
Why is that cheaper than the other one?
I mean, a bunch of units actually just have it like as a trait they can activate too.
I feel like ignore defense is probably the strongest thing you can give in a game.
Enemy sighted.
I mean, Jaeger's tank is so super. It's actually wearing armor. You had to get through the armor to get to the tank underneath it.
Enemy spotted. Enemy sighted.
Also, he's got like a machine gun at the end of his turret. It makes no sense. The end of his cannon. Anyway, there is a small range where he is within our range, but we're not in his range. So we have to wait for the arrow to turn red. Not yet. There we go. And we're just outside of his range, so he can't shoot us back. Yeah, we gotta take out the armor.
We're just gonna take it out with a Tommy gun, huh?
Yes.
Dirty, rotten
Take
coppers.
this. Oh, look at that. We got rid of the armor.
Nothing like welding armor plates to your tank.
How we just shoot down with the gun.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna take him out. So Jaeger is so badass that he should just walk out of his flaming tank and just walk to the sunset, never be seen again. He doesn't die anything. He doesn't like defect the nation. He just walks away like I'm done here.
He just cool guys it. He's like, oh, the tank's
Exactly.
exploding, and walks the opposite direction.
Yeah, never to be heard of ever again. All right, on to the last chapter, which means we got a chapter full of cutscenes. Go ahead.
Well, deeds.
All
Have
right.
fun.
Well, GK just said, PX abandoned anime Sundays for this? Well, this game is close enough. I'll allow it. GJ so far, GL on the rest.
It's not 3 p.m. yet. I'm working, okay? I am technically staff, so it's just technically work.
What anime are you guys missing out on watching?
This.
Don't worry about it.
I was about to say, this is not staff work. The staff works on that side of the room.
What the heck are we watching? I don't remember right now.
All right, well, I also want to plug another group here. We've got Dragon Roast Coffee, who is a dedicated coffee for gamers and the gaming community. Their small, passionate team puts their hearts into roasting coffee to order with the mythical heart of dragon fire, infusing a touch of enchantment in every sip. Visit their website at dragonroast.coffee and enter the promo code RPGLB25 at checkout to get 10% off your order. Again, that's RPGLB25, all caps, to get 10% on your order. You get every 10-ounce bag will go towards a $5 donation for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Additionally, they also have an RPG Limit Break tumbler that's available only during this event. A stainless steel, dual insulated tumbler that will brew your choice warm or cold coffee all day. Ready for whatever your adventure takes. Oh,
I know exactly what that look was for. Yeah, Palmer is coming. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Maybe. Yeah, Palmer is our resident coffee enjoyer.
Enjoyers, anyways.
In previous years, the hotel made the mistake of giving him their carafe. And the next year, they did not make the same mistake.
They straight up told him no.
Yeah. They kicked him out of the coffee shop. They're like, no. Mm-mm.
So we're going to just smoke our entire team here. Earlier that turn, we saw us shoot a giant hole. That hole is because Alicia threw her spear at the tank.
What? So she just threw her beam weapon instead of using it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's something a Super Saiyan would do, yeah.
No, we can't turn Super Saiyan anymore because you don't have the spear.
This is a new story element I'm hearing, but the spear causes Super Saiyan somehow?
Only Super Saiyan blood in you.
All right, I'm done trying to understand this.
Oh, by the way, here's a giant super spear instead.
Yeah, I noticed there's like a turbo spear in the tank.
Yes, the tank 2, the giant tank 2 went to our capital to steal the giant spear that's hiding in our castle. And he spent like the prince spent his entire national resources on this giant tank.
This is like trying to understand an anime by reading cliff notes written by somebody that barely watched the anime. It's like going to a wiki article.
So, you got all these turrets. Oh, you got all these turrets here. They actually just don't do any damage. Like, look at this. Only 1 damage per shot.
I mean, aren't you under caution?
No.
Oh. Well.
They just don't do damage.
That is surprising that they actually have, like...
Also, you saw me end the turn and the enemies all moved. Look how close this Lancer got to my base. You just stopped, turned right there in front of it. And they're like, no, you're not allowed to move forward anymore. You stand right there.
Lost condition. Enemy takes base.
So
enemy won't take base.
Okay, that's unfortunate. So I was trying to aim in the middle of the 2 radiators here. So we're going to take out the radiators to get rid of the cooling unit for the giant spear so we can shoot it. If you were in the right position and you aim between them and you're just unlucky enough to both aim high and low multiple times, you can destroy both of them one shot.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Because the bullets have some variance.
Some is a light way of putting it, yes?
Yes.
If Vulcan, earlier showed anything, there's quite a bit of variance in your shots.
I guess it's like way worse when you have to depend on the one bullet. Or I guess in that...
But anyways, now we got to take out this giant mega death spear with our machine gun.
Seems like a major design flaw that it would be this easy.
The intended way you're supposed to shoot this is to like go to the front of it, take the ramp to aim upward, but we can just climb up and shoot it. Also, the fans, despite the fact that they're stopped, the hitbox is still like the
circular.
Yeah, it's still circular, so it will block the shots.
So it's not like attached to the fan blades. It's just a big old.
Yeah, it's just a big old circle that will block your shots.
Can you get that done in under 3?
Oh yeah, we got the last chapter. We're probably gonna finish under time.
Under Eastman.
Yes, the meat. All right, last chapter, final boss time, last mission. The time will be when the boss's HP hits 0, which will be pretty obvious, hopefully.
Okay.
So now that we stopped the super tank and destroyed the giant super spear, we are now climbed on top of the tank to take out the enemy prince. Alicia, Alex, Kevin, Rosie, Largo, and we're going to use Catherine here because we don't have Marina. Whatever.
A lot of these end chapters, I've just heard Prince that has too much money. Prince that has too much money.
His name is Maximilian. He's blonde hair, blue eyed.
No, Maximilian, dude.
And you know what he spent all that money on for the super tank for the super spear for?
Mm-hmm.
To gain super shade powers.
I mean,
Look at that. Oh, wait. As soon as you get out of here.
I can't say I blame him. If that were theoretically possible, I might consider that.
And there's the spear we broke, just shattering to pieces.
There goes the secret weapon of our country. Neat.
That we didn't even know about. Penetration, ignore defense on Alex. So he has artificial Super Saiyan powers that he's using with these 3 electrical outlets that we need to shut down, conductors that we need to take out. If we don't take them out, he's going to take reduced damage. So by taking out all 3 of them, he's going to take full damage from everything we do. However, if we get him below 60% HP, he will trigger a cutscene, teleport backwards out of our range, and we don't want that. So we're going to
One-shot him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to take him to just above 60% HP and then one-shot him from there. So he's glowing blue. He's got a laser, he got a shield, laser firing spear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He fires 10 shots and reload. So on the 7th shot, we run forward. Oh, hiding man and tank. We're going to team attack here. There's team attacks in this game. If you're next to a unit and you attack, if you're next to a friendly unit and you're multiple within range of a unit, you need to do a team attack where everyone fires. This is a mechanic that you're supposed to do at the beginning of the game, and we have not done it once until now. Not you. We're going to use our sniper here, Catherine here. And we're going to take out the last one over here. Oh, cool. She got penetrate.
It's usually what I do.
That's why it costs 2, because we have units that just do it anyways.
That's exactly what I do when I'm at the shooting range. I just yell penetrate before I shoot. It works every time.
Oh, my God.
I always get funny looks, but I never miss.
I gotta be careful, because during practice yesterday, right at this point of the run, it crashed. The game just freaking crashed here.
All right, there we go. Just bring that bad luck up. Don't worry about it. We'll mention it, but it won't happen, surely.
So now we're going to do a team attack with not you. We're going to do it just Kevin, because Alex has penetrator, which means he's going to do too much damage here. We use all attack up, all use attack to raise our attack to get attack boost on everyone. All right. Now we're going to just what happened in game audio? Music just disappeared. Oh, there we go. We're going to have Rosie run up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rosie's just going to sit here and be pretty. She's going to be part of the team attack. And watch how slowly she fires. By the way, time is as soon as the boss goes to zero. As soon as I select the stupid tank. Okay, we got all 3 units here. And ready and time.
Yo.
She's still firing, by the way.
Just the whole squad rolls up on the final boss.
Hey, new PB! New PB because honestly, this PC runs it way better than my PC does.
I mean, it definitely didn't have anything to do with you sitting in my chat for like the 2 weeks leading up to the event going, yeah, I should probably do a practice run.
Hey, I did one practice run last week. All right.
Just the one.
We're going to head straight to that incentive we got here.
I want to save the PB for the marathon.
I mean, it's very easy to get a PB on a PC that runs better than mine. We're going to show off a few things you can do with hex editing this game, the save file specifically. If I can remember which save file it was. Is this save file here? Hey, look at that. We got, so we're in this chapter here. Savaria's Last Stand. We got, Welkin, Shamrock here. We also have Alicia. Oh, wait, what's wrong with Alicia here? She's glowing blue. Trigger Valkyria. Models?
T-posing.
They don't have an animation for
Not only T-posing for dominance, but reverse T-posing.
They don't have proper models for activating things, so that happened. I also messed with their traits a bit. I also gave her this nice Gatling beam here. Just pew, 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 pew. So, make sure not to crouch or else the game will soft lock because she doesn't have a proper animation for this. Also in our squad, we have Super Saiyan Savaria. Ultimate Ultimate defense. Ultimate accuracy. I want to get shot.
I love how like
Her neck's a bit off.
the way that they do it, that you can see the like the like animation under the head that's supposed to be behind the whole special animation.
Also, I give them 9999 HP because if they die, you also soft lock. Unlucky. So this is all very simple you could do. All you need is a hex editor and your save file, which is just conveniently saved as TXTs or something. You can easily convert to TXTs. There's a nice helpful guide on Steam and on, I think it's still on Game FAQs, but there's a nice guide with all the files, all the numbers you need to hex edit this. You could do all of this within like half an hour just looking at numbers the entire time. So on top of like changing your units to be other things, you can do other stuff like, let's see here, prologue here. You could make like units that you shouldn't have on your into your squad. You could change your traits like that. Obviously, they're not supposed to have those traits. The dragon's supposed to be on your team. We're going to go back to the prologue here. We're going to go...
Back to bruh L.
Yeah, back to Bro L. We're going to select Alicia here. Other things you could do with this is you could change your character's weapons. So Alicia here has the best sniper rifle in the game. I'm just going to zoom in on this guy here, and
Don't even think of dodging.
he can't even see me.
As an actual sniper would.
Just carrying a giant sniper rifle. Don't worry about it. Other weapons she has included, not just including a sniper rifle, but in her second arm, she's got a mortar, a tank mortar.
I love how it's just the one shot, but it just has the animation of several shots being fired up.
And then for this last guy, I got a third weapon in my inventory here.
I was gonna say, what if this is the best for last? What?
We got a tank cannon.
Don't even think of dodging.
Boom!
Why couldn't we have just done that earlier? Spent like 2 minutes trying to shoot.
Alicia
the
confirmed
bridge.
best character in the game. Now we're going to go back to the title screen so we get a little more saves here. Next, I'm going to show off this one glitch we know about in the game that you got actually just run into casually by accident over here in the save, I believe. No, not the save. I have so many save files. I have so many copies of save files. I have so many backup save files. I don't know where anything is at this point.
And they just use like the same PlayStation save structure instead of like redesigning it. So
All right, we're going to select Alicia here. So we're back in this map here.
Beat the smell of
And we're going to climb up this ladder here. Now notice Alicia's feet as she's up here. Like, perfectly fine, right? We're going to climb up the ladder. We're going to climb down the ladder here. Look at her feet and, oh, it's sunk. Oh, but we're fine. So what happens when we climb up here? We turn around.
I see where this is
We
going.
climb down and we just hold forward and we're through the map.
enemy unit spotted.
Ah, yes, collision. My one true
Pew, pew, pew,
nemesis.
pew, pew. You can just like fire it. You could walk through the ground. You're just slowly falling here.
Yeah, reminder, most games do have out of bounds, but the problem is there's no collision out of bounds. You can't do
You
anything.
can fire a grenade here. You can see the grenade. We don't even see the grenade. No, there it is. We're falling fast with the grenade. You can see the map just slowly like getting out of view here. And then when we go to the main, we go back to the tactical screen here, and where is she going? Good luck selecting her, by the way. Where are you? Where are you?
It'd be funny if the enemy bases were like infinitely
If
up and
only.
down, so you could like just fall under the map and capture them from out of bounds,
I know, right?
walking forward through the void.
And finally, the last save I have prepared for you.
Oh no, that's sad.
We're gonna go to chapter 4 here. So we got Welkin in our squad here, and we got the most popular character in the game to the point where she was chosen as a representative of the game itself and part of the radio show. Edie, we got Edie here, and then we got here. We also have Edie, and we got Edie, and we got Edie, and we got Edie. Edie is well known in this game for having the worst trait in the game that makes her basically unplayable. But she's very popular. So this is the real Edie squad here. We're just gonna retreat here so we can get more units out of our base. All right, what do we got in reserve? We got Edie and Edie and Edie. They're all clones of each other. I've replaced my entire squad with Edie. Alicia doesn't exist. Rosie and Largo doesn't exist. It's all Edie.
I just wish you had done like Edie's and then like one modded Edie that was Super Saiyan.
I consider that, but it'd be kind of annoying to figure out which one is which. Oh, she dodged. Cool. And with that, we are going to end the showcase there. Thank you all for watching so much. We have a community. We have a community for the game series. Also, nice face plant. We have a community for the game series. I'm pretty sure there's a link to the Discord on any of the games on speedrun.com. Thank you so much. Thank you all for donating. Thank you, Wandering Mind, for being part of the community and for donating for there. Thank you all. Have fun with the rest of the marathon.
And to tie that off, one final donation from Syrup for $25 saying, my favorite part of Dragon Ball Z was when Goku went Super Saiyan to fight an enemy tank. Anyway, let's get to naming some of those Star Ocean characters. Ilya, you're Lapras now. Get along with Larpras. And just want to say thank you again. That was such an amazing run. I really loved watching that donation incentive. And with that said, I would like to direct you guys to what I was referring to earlier with our amazing merch from Tantrum. Tantrum Merch is excited to partner with RPG Limit Break for the first time to launch an exclusive merch collection supporting the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI for short. This lineup includes 7 unique shirt designs, a cozy blanket, a sleek journal, and an enamel pin, and more. Plus, for the first time, our very own real-life Mimi plush with an opening lid to store your treasures. From bold graphics to heartfelt designs, $5 from every sale, excluding the Mimi plush, goes directly to charity. Explore the full collection now at tantrummerch.com/RPGLimitBreak and help make a difference. Again, that's tantrummerch.com/RPGLimitBreak. And that'll be it for me for the hosting at this amazing event. I hope you guys enjoyed that first run. Coming up, we have Star Ocean First Departure R, any %. It's going to be an amazing run. And I'll be running some Twitch ads here. If you don't want to watch those and listen to the chill music, make sure you subscribe to us. And coming up after that, you'll be taken care of by our new host, Swimmy Leone. And it will be a fun time. I hope you look forward to it.